Donald Trump is facing a lawsuit. I'm not even talking about the Letitia James thing. This is a separate lawsuit. Do you remember Jean Carroll? That's the author who has previously alleged that former President Trump raped her in the mid-1990s, has announced plans to sue him for battery under a new state law, according to court filings that were just made public yesterday. Carroll, a columnist for Elle, alleged that Trump pinned her against a wall in the dressing room in either 1995 or 1996, pulled down her tights, unzipped his pants, and sexually assaulted her. She claims that she fought back against Donald Trump and escaped relatively quickly. Now, the reason this lawsuit is being launched now is that she had previously been unable to pursue legal action for the alleged assault due to the state's statute of limitations. Now you have the Adult Survivors Act, which gives adult survivors of sexual misconduct a 1-year window to sue their abusers, regardless of when the actual incident happened. That is allowing her to do this. She has requested a deposition to question Trump under oath. Bear in mind, there had already been a legal proceeding around, I believe it, defamation. When she had made these claims, he, in her words, defamed her in public about it, claiming that she was a liar. So that has been proceeding. Now you have a legal proceeding being launched about the actual assault. She is also asking for those two things to be combined. We'll see if that actually happens. And we'll also get to Trump's response, but JR, this is a bit of a throwback. Jean Carroll was, I'm gonna say, if I remember correctly, the 16th woman who specifically alleged that Donald Trump had sexually assaulted her, putting her in the middle of the pack because at least 16 more came after that. But what do you think?
It's what I remember when this happened at first, and I couldn't figure out at the time why it was like a 50-50 split, it seemed, at least from what I saw, of people paying attention to this and understanding the severity of it versus folks who were like, another one. And as you mentioned, 16 out of countless other accusations would make people think that way. But there's details here and there's things that she was pointing out and says that she has this proof of that was just being ignored. And I was like, this is really, really weird. And I'm glad there's at least some opportunity for her to get some kind of results and accountability for this. Because again, this is something you don't forget about. It's not something you just move on and, oh yeah, that was so many years ago. But there's one thing about the adult survivors thing as well, is you have a 1-year window. From when? Doesn't it sound a lot like the statute of limitations? 1-year window from the point you decide to talk about it. That should just mean you get a chance to bring this stuff back up and have an opportunity to have your day to get to your attackers in this particular situation. So I hope, again, and now we're in the middle of 14 other lawsuits against Donald Trump and all of his associates. So I hope this doesn't get buried as well.
I hope not as well. I want to, of course, give a chance for the response from the Trump team. Alina Habba, Trump lawyer, who just recently settled her own lawsuit where an employee of hers alleged that she had frequently used the N-word as a way to pump herself up before court. Isn't that fun? Alina Habba responded by asking the judge to reject the request, which she said would be extraordinarily prejudicial to Trump. Trump has not specifically put out a statement, although when the initial allegations were made back in 2019, he responded, and this is not a joke, this is serious. His defense was, she's not my type. He said it's insane to think that he would have raped her because she's not his type. Leaving open, of course, the possibility that had she been his type, then maybe he would have raped her. But he doesn't find her attractive, so he didn't rape her. That's what the former president had to say about an allegation, a specific, detailed allegation of sexual assault. So we'll see what happens.
Everyone who supports this guy, just imagine any woman that you love, any family member of your life, says this happened to them, and then you say, but it can't be. He's totally not your type, or you're totally not his type. Is that something you'd say?
I can't conceive of like, I don't understand people who find any of this acceptable, but we're filled. We live in a land of madness. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.